So, this your boy Phase, and I'm here giving y'all some Marvel content, and this actually is my first video that I'm putting on YouTube, my very first video. This is my first everything, my first editing, first video, so bear with me. And I'm doing some Marvel content, and I'm doing the worst and the best movies from Marvel in that order. I'm starting from the worst and I'm going to the best, and I'm gonna give y'all the reasons why I believe it's the worst movie, and I'm gonna give y'all the reasons why I liked it and the reasons why I didn't like it. And I'm gonna try not to make this too long because I know myself, I don't like watching long videos, so I try not to make it too long for y'all. So here we go. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of background first before I start. Basically, I've been a Marvel fan for a long time now, and I had a lot of my friends that hit me up and they asked me, what's this? What's the Infinity Stone? What's the timeline on this? What's that? What happened on that? Blah, 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 blah. And they encouraged me to start making videos. So basically, here I am. And so let me start this. Like I said, I don't want to make it too long. I don't want to bore y'all, but I also want y'all to hear a lot of topics and stuff that y'all probably didn't notice, because a lot of people say that I'm a critic and that I'm good at listening, good at analyzing and critiquing things. So y'all tell me what y'all think when y'all listen to it. But my first, my 16th worst video would have to be Thor 2. And I'm going to say what I like about it, like I said. And what I did like about Thor 2 was I liked it. Dorsey, she was real funny in there. And I like when they were dropping the keys inside the portal. And I like how when she picked up the phone, I was like, hey, I'm like, damn, how she picking up the phone? How the hell it got signal away from there? But then it hit you with the whole portal situation. So that was how I like that they did that. I liked it Loki, how he faked his death too, because at one point I believed that he was dead, and I like how he deceived us on that. Well, me, I don't know about y'all, but I like the beginning, how it started off, from Avengers 1. Then it started off with him in the chains and stuff like that. That really was about it. But I don't want y'all to not go see these videos before I get into the bed. I don't want y'all to not go see them. I'm just comparing them to the other 16 movies in the Marvel Universe, because they all actually good movies. And I went to the movie to go see a lot of these movies. So, but the bad, I gotta say, what I ain't like about it was the bad guy. And a lot of people say Marvel got problems with the bad guys, and I think this was the example of it. I think Malekith wasn't a good bad guy at all. And I think this is the reason why it's at 16 for me. I don't like how Thor killed him. How you can't stop me or the ether, but I can stop you. And then he hit him with the. I ain't like that. I feel like that was just a little cheesy. I also didn't like the fact that how none of the other Avengers wasn't in it, due to the fact that he was a big threat to destroy the Earth. How Shield didn't get into it, how nobody ain't figure out what's going on with him. Because mind you, this in the timeline, I believe it came out before Captain America, so I believe Shield was still in play. So that was one of the reasons I feel like Iron Man or the Hulk, somebody should have been in to help him take him down, especially from a scientific point from Iron Man. And I'm curious to see how they're gonna turn the ether, which was like a liquid, I believe, in the movie. And I'm curious to see how they're gonna turn it to a stone. So I think they kind of messed up on that, but Marvel got his way of cleaning stuff up, so we'll see. At 15, I got the Hulk. And what I like about the Hulk, and I like the bad guy on the Hulk. Bad guy was pretty good. I like that he had the heart rate thing when he was messing with I think Betty Ross or something like that. Her name was. Forgive me if I get the names wrong. And I like how he was doing the heart rate thing and make you feel like it really was the Hulk when his heart rate was going up. But the reason why this movie is not 16 and it's 15, because I like the post-credit scene, which is one of my favorite post-credit scenes from the Hulk, when Iron Man walked in and talked to General Ross at the end. That credit scene was hot. I can't even front. And what I ain't like about it, I think that Edward Norton was a good actor, but I don't think he was a good Bruce Banner. and I ain't like the storyline, I ain't like the graphics, and I ain't like the fighting. I feel like, far as the Hulk go, it should have been more Hulk smashing, tearing some stuff up. Like, I want to see the Hulk rip through some stuff and tear some stuff up. This is the Hulk. Like, he got to bring some buildings down and knock some stuff up and rip through some stuff. That's what people want to see from the Hulk. Like, and we didn't get to see that in that movie, so that's why it's 15. Iron Man 3 would be number 14. I'm sorry if I'm going through this fast, but Iron Man 3 would be number 14. And what I liked in that movie was he had the post-traumatic stress disorder. When he put the nuclear weapon into the to space, and he fell out the sky. I feel like if anybody went through something like that, they definitely should have some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder. And I like that Robert Downey Jr. as an actor, period, as being Iron Man. I like some of the action scenes, how they bombed his house up, and some of the action scenes at the end too. But things I didn't like about it was that I feel like the Hulk should have been in it. And the reason why I say the Hulk should have been in it because he left with him at the end of Avengers 1. And I feel like if the Hulk would have been in it, that would explain them building Veronica, that explains some of the Ultron, them trying to build Ultron, and it led up to the Age of Ultron. And I feel like that would have been better. I didn't like Pepper Potts at the end when she tried to be like a superhero and she did it. I feel like they could have left that out. I just didn't like that whole end part. I didn't like the storyline. I don't feel like it connected with a lot of the storyline, and I feel like it was like its own little movie separate from what they had going on. And I didn't like the part. Also, too, I feel like when he blew Homeboy up, he put the suit on Homeboy, blew him up. I feel like that should have been the end of the movie right there. Like, I don't think they should have threw that Pepper Potts thing in there. I think that made it cheesy. And I didn't like how Rhodey had a scene in there. He was like, he spitting fire out of his mouth, really? And then he just fall on the floor. Homeboy could have killed him. He was the bad guy. Like, he could have easily just killed Rhodey right there. And I ain't like how they ain't, at least he could have killed Rhodey, or not even put Rhodey in that situation. If you're going to be a bad guy, be a bad guy. And let's move on to number 13. Number 13 is Ant-Man. And then some people might be shocked that Ant-Man's 13, but the reason why I got Ant-Man 13, but I'm going to say what I liked. I believe it was funny, and I liked it that Falcon scene they had going on against Falcon. I liked the Age of Ultron reference that Michael Douglas had said. And I believe this was something new. We didn't really get to see something like this before in the Marvel universe. But what I didn't like that bad guy. I feel like he was trying too hard. He was trying to be extra little suave and funny, and I don't know. I ain't like it. His whole character was kind of whack to me. And it was a low budget movie. I'm kind of liked that part that he swatted him inside the SWAT zapper thing, but I feel like at that part he should have been big. He shouldn't have been small at that part, due to the fact that Ant-Man was big when he had failed, and he should have made himself big when he hit him, or maybe because he hit him, you know what I'm saying, he was dazed and he couldn't get big. But I feel like at that part he should have been big. But I feel like that was a good scene. But he should have made himself big when Ant-Man made himself big at that scene too. That's something that I noticed. So we'll be on number 12. Number 12, I got Iron Man 1. And what I liked about it was the beginning, how he got captured, how he wound up getting out. They made it dramatic. His homeboy wound up dying before he got out. I liked it. That was hot. And I like when he went back and fought the terrorist group after they finished kidnapping him, once he got his suit assembled and ready, and he went back. And I like Robert Downey Jr. again, just as an actor. He's a good Iron Man actor. And what I didn't like the bad guy at the end. His partner, his dad's friend, I believe, his partner for Stark Industries. I ain't like how he wound up getting in his suit fighting Iron Man. Kind of reminded me of the Hulk. I also ain't like how Iron Man took all that time to train to get in that suit, and then he get in it, and then he just automatically just know how to work it, and it's much bigger and heavier and all that. I ain't like that. It was kind of corny to me. My mom said the same thing when she seen it too, and I was like, damn, I thought I was the only one that thought that. Yeah, I just didn't. That was the main thing, man. I just feel like once he dodged something, then he threw the thing out his suit and blew the tank up and stuff. I feel like That was like basically like the end of the movie. After that, it got kind of wet. I ain't like how Pepper Potts had to save him and all that stuff like that. I ain't like that. So Iron Man 2 got Iron Man back to back, which is Iron Man 2 was a good movie because it introduced a lot of characters and it introduced a good storyline to set up a lot of these characters, which was Nick Fury, was Black Widow. I loved how they brought Black Widow in that story. Uh, and they set up for Thor too. They made a Thor reference for the Mexico thing. I love how they did that. And then we finally got to see War Machine, get inside the Iron Suit. I didn't like the bad guy. I feel like the bad guy in this could have been a little better, and Iron Man could have fought him a little bit more. And it was mainly just the action. It wasn't enough action. If you want to get War Machine and Iron Man together, take down somebody, it should have been way more action. And I feel like if it would have been way more action, this would have been definitely like lower on the list, somewhere between 7 and 8, if it had way more better action, because the storyline is what helped this movie out. Now we move it down to number 10. Like I said, apologize if I'm going fast. I'm trying to get through it. I got Captain America at number 10. And what I liked about Captain America, it felt real. When I first watched it, it had like an old feel to it. It felt like it was an old movie. It felt like this can really possibly happen. It didn't make it feel like it was a comic book movie. And I love the storyline in it. And I like how when he chased Homeboy down, he turned from big to small. He chased Homeboy down and he jumped in the water. And I don't know exactly what it was, like a mini submarine or something. He chased down one of the Hydra guys. He punched the window, took him out the water. And Homeboy was like, he was a G. He wasn't trying to get that information up. He wound up swallowing, he wound up taking something off his tooth and swallowing it and dying. And I looked at that and I said, that's real right there. Because I feel like in a real situation, that can happen. The way they set that up, just in case he got caught, he can kill himself without telling no information. I liked that. Man, when I didn't like it, had some cheesy parts where it was like Captain America and did all that. It made it feel more like more like a comic book thing. It took the realness out of it once it got there. The Captain America song they was doing on the stage and all that. I kind of ain't like that. It made it just feel a little cheesy. I didn't like the end, neither. That was my main problem, how Captain America just gave up and killed himself. He could have stayed alive in some kind of way. And I know they wanted to make him be in the ice and all that, but they could have altered it to where the shit was going down. And Homeboy wound up grabbing the Tesseract and flew out of there before it actually went down, without him doing all that talking and saying, no, I got to do this. And I don't know. I don't feel like he should have to kill himself. They could have made it to where he was trying to, and the plane steering wheel broke or something like that, or something could have happened to where he could have just went down trying to do something to get out of there, but he just wanted to die. I don't know about that. And this is the reason why it's number 10. This is actually one of my favorite movies when it comes to origin story. We at number 9, right? Yeah, number 9. Number 9, I got Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And some people might be like, why? But I feel like it was a funny movie. And I feel like James Gunn did a good job to get to know the characters. The first one, they assembled the characters. The second one, we got to know them a little better. And I like the baby Groot. I like the beginning action scene, how they started off with some action. And like I said, it made me laugh. Now, what I didn't like about it, and this tripped me out right here. The whole time, his dad was putting stuff on other planets and stuff like that, and he put one of these little alien things behind the Dairy Queens. And in my head, I'm just like, how nobody ain't see him put this back? Nobody ain't see that back there, period. Nobody ain't go back there, take a lunch break. Nobody ain't go walking back there. No hurricanes and tornadoes or snow or hell or rain ain't move it or destroy it, or nobody ain't see it. Shield ain't see it. Like, how was that even back there without nobody even knowing? Like, and that's something that I feel like James Gunn should have worked on better than that. Like, he could at least explained it to where, like, well, we can't see it as humans, but you need to see it as an alien or something, or a celestial or something can only see it or something. So I don't know. I ain't get that part. He could explain that a little better. And then he already explained that he messed up with the whole FedEx thing. And I ain't like the Pac-Man thing neither. Like, I just feel like they made it too, like, funny to a certain degree, or they ain't make it serious enough. Because if you know your dad killed your mother and you got to kill your dad, they should have made it a little bit more personal and a little bit more, kind of like sad in a sort. And Heimdall died, and I just feel like